A little while ago, I was one of the first people to find the McFarlane gold label Shazam figure at Walmart, and I have a full review of him up on my channel. And I mentioned in that video that I had been wanting to get a Black Adam for some time, and that this guy might have finally been the thing that I needed to pull the trigger on a Black Adam. A few weeks later, what do you know? How's it going, everyone? Deceptibot9 here. Welcome back to my channel where I talk all things toys, from Transformers to Mortal Kombat, McFarlane, all that fun stuff. So before we get too far into it, if you like what you see, go ahead and leave me a like. And if you want to see more and stay tuned for all future content updates, please go ahead and subscribe. It means a lot to me. So here we are with a Black Adam finally. We've had a couple Black Adams before in the McFarlane line, and by a couple I mean we had the Endless Winter one, which I didn't grab because as soon as I saw the Page Punchers one revealed, I was like, I'm probably going to go for that one. But now we've got the Dwayne ones coming out, and there's so many Black Adams now, but I still wanted to grab the Page Punchers Black Adam because he looks the best to me, and he comes with a comic book. How are we going to deny that? Alright, enough chitter chatter. Let's go ahead and take a closer look at the Page Punchers Black Adam. Alright, first off here, you guys, I wanted to give you a quick look at the overall packaging for Page Punchers Black Adam because it is slightly different from the regular McFarlane figures because this is technically a DC Direct line, not a DC Multiverse line. So packaging is a little bit different, plus it comes with a comic book as well, so it is featured prominently in the back there. But as you can see, it says Black Adam comic on the side. We get a product shot and comic shot as well. So not too much craziness. It is basically standard McFarlane, just done a little bit differently. So with all that said, we are going to take him out of the packaging and see how cool this guy really is. All right, and here is a closer look at the Page Punchers Black Adam. And I gotta say, out of the package, this guy is so cool. I think overall he looks really cool. He has got, you know, all the standard amount of McFarlane articulation, but he's so awesome. He is so commanding and so imposing with this look that he's a great Black Adam for your shelf. I am super stoked about this guy. But before we dive too far into the figure himself, I'm going to show you some of the other stuff he comes with. Obviously, he comes with the DC stand that is normal for McFarlane. I do kind of wish he came with a flight stand instead, but he came with a comic, so I'm not going to complain too much. Plus, he also comes with, of course, the typical card we get with McFarlane, but it's the beautiful cover art here done by Lee Bermejo. And on the back, we just get a closer look at Black Adam with, of course, the bio here and the DC Direct logo with the Page Punchers logo. And like mentioned, and we saw on the package, here is that very beautiful comic cover art with the first wave of Page Punchers all prominently featured on the front. It's written by Kevin Scott with some great art by Tyler Kirkham. And who else is in here? Yeah, Tyler Kirkham with the art, and we got some great people coming in here with the colors and the letters. Mentioned Lee Bermejo coming in on the cover. Overall, really great. Obviously, Superman features here on the first page. I do not know yet whether Batman and Constantine are going to feature in the book. I haven't read it yet. I will probably go read it right after this because I'm really excited for that. All right, anyway, let's go ahead and take a closer look at the details and sculpting of Black Adam. All right, coming in here, starting off with the head sculpt. That thing is so nice. He looks so mean, so intimidating. I love the scowl going on. He's got beautiful eyebrows coming in. Of course, the classic Black Adam widow's peak with the pointy Black Adam ears. Looking amazing. Coming down here, we get the yellow lightning bolt on the chest, plus some nice sculpt and detail work here for the actual suit itself. Coming here, the gold shoulder blade panels are looking just lovely, make him look so big and bulky. Plus, we come back here, he got his cape. He's got a little hood folded up on the back. Typical McFarlane cape material. It's got nice tattering going on at the bottom. It's a short cape, so it really doesn't add a whole lot of weight to the figure, and it won't worry about it dragging on the floor when you're trying to balance him or anything. Coming in at his arms, he's got, of course, it's the same suit detail going on here. beautiful looking bracers here around his hands. He's got nice big meaty looking hands. This side is an open grippy hand. This side is a closed full fist. Of course, we get some nice gold here right around the waist. No real diaper look on this guy at all, which is lovely, and he just is so nice looking. Coming here again, just the normal detail here from the suit. Just some lines going down and around. Nothing too crazy overall for the actual suit itself. And of course, we come down here, we get these beautiful looking leg gauntlets, nice big feet, all done in gold, which look absolutely amazing. And of course, as you can see, he does in fact come with 2 lightning bolt accessories. They're the exact same ones that came with the Mortal Kombat Raiden figure, so if you're familiar with that, those are the same bolts you're getting here, but done in yellow rather than red. And I don't believe they were ever done in yellow for the Mortal Kombat line, but they of course can just slide right off. They just kind of curl around. Whoop. Threw it too far. They curl around the arm, come right off, so it kind of looks like they're, you know, emanating from his hands. But these are great solid lightning bolt pieces. I love getting to use them and getting them whenever I can. So real quick here, while it is standard articulation for McFarlane, I'm going to go ahead and cover it just as always. So up here on the head, it's on a ball joint. Get it swiveling all the way around. You can get it kind of tilting to the sides, giving him some, you know, inquisitive looks. He can look up about that far, which is not as far as I would like for a character that can fly, but it still will do the job. Looks down much, much farther, but you get a great intimidating look out of that. I love how that looks right there. Coming in, the shoulders are a little hindered by the shoulder guards. You can get them to go all the way around, but of course you're going to have to manipulate that out of the way. They are on a butterfly joint in there as always. They go out about that far. They swivel at the bicep. It's going, but it's trying to take the ball with it. There we go. Swivels all the way around at the bicep. He's got nice big double elbow joints here, so you can get his hands crunching in really, really well, or his arms crunching in really well. His wrists are on the typical McFarlane swivel joint thing as far as I can tell. I think it's the newer model, so it's a little chunkier. Yeah, you can see it pivots up and down as well too, which is really, really nice. He, of course, also does have the upper ab cut, so he can kind of twist around all the way up there, and at the waist as well, the ball joint there, that allows it to swivel all the way like that. Legs go forward about that far, they go backwards about that far, they split all the way almost, so Black Adam can almost do a full split. Coming down, they do slightly swivel, not a whole lot there. The double knees, of course, are typical for McFarlane. You're getting a pretty solid range out of that. That's not as far as it can go, but the cape is kind of blocking it a little bit. No swivel at the thigh, but there is the pivot down here on the toes, which is great, plus the twist right there as well. These down here, too, are on the newer ankle joint. I wish they were done in gold to kind of match the whole boot aesthetic, but it doesn't break up the sculpt too badly. And he, of course, has toe articulation. So Black Adam is posable just like many of your other McFarlane figures. You know, if you have other McFarlane figures, you know what to expect with Black Adam. It's nothing crazy, but it does the job, and he looks great doing it. All right, real quick here, I want to show off a couple comparisons to this Black Adam so we can see how he looks with some other McFarlane figures. All right, here is Black Adam next to what is the closest thing I have to a classic Superman, that being Ultraman. You can see they're both pretty big. Black Adam, I think, is slightly taller than Ultraman, but Ultraman's bigger up here in the chest, whereas Black Adam's kind of big all the way around. Here's Black Adam next to a character that we are going to see in the upcoming Black Adam movie, one which I am very excited for, that being Dr. Fate. Obviously, this is the Injustice 2 version of Dr. Fate. I do not have the Pierce Brosnan version yet, but I am very much looking forward to getting that figure. And as you can see here, these two actually I think are probably a little out of scale. I think if I stood Dr. Fate straight up, he would be ever so slightly taller than Black Adam, but they look all right together. I hope we get an Injustice 2 version of Black Adam soon. That would be really neat. Just to get a sense of scale next to someone large that McFarlane has made, here is Black Adam next to Clayface. I don't know why these two would ever interact, but here you go. All right, in the matchup we have all been waiting to see, here is Black Adam next to his mortal enemy, Shazam. And these two look all right together. I wish Black Adam was slightly bigger because I think Shazam is just a little bit taller than Black Adam, but Black Adam is overall beefier. Every single part of him is a little more thick compared to Shazam. He's a little more lean compared to this version of Black Adam. I know most of this body was used on Infected King Shazam and Endless Winter Black Adam, so I bet that one would scale a little bit better with this Shazam. But honestly, these two are not going to look bad if they are put up on my shelf next to each other. And just because I mentioned I wish Black Adam came with a flight stand, here is what he looks like on a typical McFarlane DC flight stand. I think this is probably the way I'm going to keep him on my shelf. I think the flight stand just helps him look so much cooler and so much more intimidating. Obviously when he's not bopping around because I'm turning him every which way. But yeah, Black Adam looks great in a flight pose. All right, that is going to do it for my closer look at the Page Puncher's Black Adam figure. So let's go ahead and throw it back up to me for my final thoughts. All right, so what are my final thoughts on Page Puncher's Black Adam here? Well, I gotta say, I think he's really, really cool. He is probably a contender for one of my favorite McFarlane DC figures. Probably one of my favorite McFarlane figures overall for the year. I really like the way he looks overall. He's got a great range of articulation to him. A lot of it's the newer version of the McFarlane articulation we've been seeing lately, which is a lot better than how it used to be. And despite the fact that he seems a tad too small to go with the gold label Shazam, I am still gonna put them together because, of course, why wouldn't I? Black Adam is Shazam's eternal villain, so of course I'm gonna have to pair these two together, and he's one of my favorite DC villains as well, so it's great to have this version added to my collection. And who knows, I still might grab the Endless Winter one because he looks great too. Plus he comes with a comic book. I love figures that come with comic books. It's so fun. Alright you guys, that is gonna do it for my full detailed review on the McFarlane Toys Page Puncher's Black Adam. Go ahead and let me know down below what you think of Page Puncher's Black Adam. Do you have him? Do you not? Are you looking to add him to your collection overall? All of that fun stuff. And so guys, if you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much. I really, truly appreciate it. I've been your host, Deceptibot9. Thank you all for joining me, and I will see you all next time.